Hello and welcome to English Made Easy, the podcast for learners who want to improve their English skills. I'm your host, Mark. Today, we have a very special guest, Anita. Many of you might know her from her popular videos about learning English. Anita, welcome to the show.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here and talk about how to learn English fast.
We're excited to have you. And you have a captivating story. You mentioned in your videos that you became fluent within a year, going from A1, the very beginner level, all the way to C1, which is advanced. That sounds amazing, almost unbelievable. Can you tell us more?
Yes, it sounds fast, but it's true. I went from A1 to C1 in less than a year. And I did it all from home. I didn't travel abroad. I didn't hang out with native speakers all the time. I made my own plan, my own English learning routine. And if I could do it, others can too, especially those feeling stuck at the beginner or intermediate level.
That's incredibly inspiring. So the key is having a routine, but you also talk about habits. You mentioned reading a book about habits and a common myth, the 21-day rule, right?
Yes, many people think you can build a new habit in 21 days. I used to hear it everywhere, and honestly, it's misinformation. It's not based on science. The book I read, which is based on research, says it actually takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit.
66 days. That's more like 2 months. So, doing the same thing consistently for over 2 months makes something automatic?
Exactly. So, whatever tips I share today, listeners need to try them for at least 66 days to see a real change in their confidence and fluency. It's about building a habit, not just forcing discipline.
That makes sense. Being super disciplined every single day is hard, maybe impossible, but a habit feels more automatic, easier in the long run.
Precisely. Once learning English becomes a habit, it feels maybe 80% easier. It becomes part of your day. My routine and habits made it manageable, not hard.
Okay, let's break down this routine. You emphasize starting the day with reading. Why read first?
Yes, reading is my first point. A daily reading habit. Not just regular, but every day. For people who are past the absolute beginner stage, I suggest aiming for about 30 minutes of reading each morning. Maybe 20 pages of a book.
30 minutes or 20 pages, non-negotiable for 66 days? What did you read?
If a newspaper isn't easy to get, grab any English book you like. And why morning? Reading sets a calm, focused tone for the day. I tried listening to debates or intense podcasts in the morning, but it wasn't helpful. Strong voices or arguments can get stuck in your head, like an earworm song, making it hard to focus later. Reading is much better.
And what about beginners who find reading difficult?
For complete beginners, reading might be too difficult alone. I suggest starting with audio resources like audiobooks. Or, even better, combine listening and reading. Listen to an audiobook while reading the same book. This connects the sound with the words.
Great tip. Okay, after reading comes listening. You said that listening is the most important contribution to your fluency.
It really does. Listening is super important. I recommend at least 30 minutes of focused listening every single day. Again, non-negotiable.
30 minutes daily. How should learners spend that time? And when? You said not in the morning.
Right. Listening fits better in the middle of the day, maybe during a break or at night. You can split the 30 minutes, maybe 15 minutes on something useful for your work or daily conversations. Spend the other 15 minutes on something new that interests you, maybe health, science, world news, or hobbies. Diversify your topics.
Diversify. Listen to different things. Good idea. I've never thought about the psychological impact of when we do certain activities.
Yes, nighttime listening is powerful, just before bed. This might sound strange. Why make your brain work before sleep? But the benefits are huge. This night session should be very active. 15 to 20 minutes, maybe longer on weekends. Take notes. Try to remember what you heard.
Okay, active listening at night, got it. Reading, listening. What about writing? Many learners feel okay with reading and listening, but struggle to produce language.
Many people think their writing is okay because they studied English in school. But the real test? Fast texting. My tip is to write your own texts, WhatsApp messages, emails, and social media captions. Don't use AI to write for you. And don't use shorthand like you for you or PLs for please.
Text messages? That's interesting.
Try texting fast with someone or even an AI chatbot in English. See how quickly you can think and type with correct grammar and vocabulary. This daily practice covers your writing without feeling like a huge task like writing an essay. Do it as often as possible.
Fast texting as writing practice. Interesting. Okay, reading, listening, writing. That leaves the big one, speaking. The number one challenge for many learners is finding someone to speak with.
This is my final point, and maybe the most important. You know how after listening actively, especially at night, you suddenly feel like you understand the topic and have opinions. Maybe you listen to a debate about climate change, and after 10 minutes you start thinking, oh, I agree with that, or no, I disagree.
Yes, I know that feeling. You got the ideas and vocabulary.
Exactly. Listening gives you this power, this confidence to speak on the subject. My advice is, the moment you feel that power, speak. Don't wait for a partner. Don't kill that desire.
Speak, but to whom?
To yourself, be your own speaking partner. Go to a quiet place, your balcony or a corner of your room, and just talk. Summarize the conversation you listened to. Share your opinions out loud. It might feel odd at first, but it's an incredibly powerful practice.
And you followed this routine consistently for a year?
Yes, and the results were amazing. But here's what's important to understand. After about 60 days, it became a habit and automatic.
Did you ever feel like giving up?
Of course, everyone has difficult days, but because it's a habit now, I made my routine a little shorter instead of skipping it.
Much better than skipping at all.
Absolutely.
What about resources? Did you use specific apps or materials?
I used many sources, free podcasts, YouTube videos, online newspapers, and library books. Not a special one.
What would you say to someone who's tried many methods but still feels stuck at the intermediate level?
First, be honest about your consistency. Many people try different methods, but don't use any of them long enough. Second, make sure you're practicing all skills reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Many learners focus too much on passive learning.
Okay, and finally, what would you say to help people who feel sad or not confident about their learning?
Remember that fluency is built day by day. There's no magic method that will make you fluent overnight. But if you follow a consistent routine for 66 days, you'll be amazed at how much easier learning becomes. The most difficult thing is to make good habits, but after that, learning becomes faster and easier.
Anita, this has been incredibly valuable. You've given our listeners a complete roadmap to fluency. Any final thoughts?
Yes, believe in yourself and your ability to learn. Anyone can become fluent with the right approach and consistency. If I could go from A1 to C1 in less than a year without leaving my country, you can too.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey and methods with us today, Anita. I'm sure our listeners will find this incredibly helpful.
It's been my pleasure, Mark. I hope your listeners try these methods and come back to share their success stories.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us today on our podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, happy learning. The first word is in the long run. It means thinking about a long time in the future, not just now. For example, saving a little money each month will help you in the long run. It means that saving money now will be good for you later in your life. The second example is sometimes the easy way is not the best way in the long run. It means that choosing the easy option now might cause problems later in the future. The second word is odd. It means strange, unusual, or different from what you expect. For example, he was wearing odd socks. One was red and one was blue. It means that his socks were strange because they didn't match. The second example is, it's odd that she didn't call today. It means that it is unusual or unexpected that she didn't make a phone call today. Now, hang out. It means to spend time relaxing or being together with friends, usually without doing anything special. For example, let's hang out at my place after school. It means that let's spend time together relaxing at my home when school finishes. The second example is they usually hang out at the coffee shop on Saturdays. It means that they often spend time together relaxing at the coffee shop on Saturdays. The next word is to combine. It means to mix or join two or more things together. For example, you can combine milk and cocoa powder to make chocolate milk. It means that mixing milk and cocoa powder together makes a new drink, chocolate milk. The second example is the two small schools decided to combine to make one big school. It means that the two schools joined together to become one larger school. The last word is to diversify. It means to add more different types or to make something include more variety. For example, the farmer decided to diversify and grow vegetables as well as fruit. It means that the farmer started growing different kinds of plants, vegetables, and fruit, not just one type. The second example is, it's important to diversify your reading by trying different kinds of books. It means that you should read different types of books, like stories, science books, history books, to get more variety.